leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick.
Bobby, a little louder.
He's chasing the beer. The circle the lips, play ball.
Good.
Play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
There we are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Laughter Saves Live.
Live.
Here at Strong Island TV, Paradise Studios in beautiful Massapequa, New York, right by the Long Island Railroad and the pizzeria. We are here back again with our show. We have one of our regulars on tonight, which is always good to have some of our regulars. He brought his mask. John Santo. Thank you, John.
Makes sense.
You only brought one.
I
And we
only
have
brought one.
the good boy on, my son, John Vincent Larocchia.
Hello.
So that's
hello, the three
you've
of you.
been on.
Hello, the three of you.
Don't
out there.
ever.
Oh.
You've been on before, though, right?
I
You've been on
have.
before.
I have.
You've been on the show a lot.
It's been a while, but I have.
Dude, now we have two other John Larocchias that we got to get on. We had Grandpa on, Giovanni John Larocchia, didn't we?
I don't know.
He called in,
Did you,
right?
Did you
My
really
father,
want
he
to do
called
that?
in.
And he talked about his.
He came once.
World
Why
War
would you
II
do
service.
that?
Yes.
Why would you have him?
And we got to have the little Vincent Larocchia on at one point, but he's out of
he
his
stopped
mind.
by for your birthday. That's
Yeah,
right.
he's out of
He
his
came
bird.
by for the
my,
birthday.
my son.
Picked him up at school today. That's always fun to pick up the little guy at school and watch the big smile on his face.
Can I ask
When
you a question?
When he thinks Nana's picking him up, then he saw it was me. I'll look at the camera.
Look at the camera.
That's the
You're
camera
looking
there.
up at
I'm
the
screwed.
We
screen.
Hey,
always
I've
do.
only been doing this 2 years.
I mean,
Can you give me a
good-
break?
That's
Good Lord.
the camera there. The audience doesn't
Good
see
Lord,
that
they're
there's a
they're
monitor.
tuning
Was
in.
the Fruit Loops people looking at the calendar the whole time?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
then I got to do it.
So then you know
I gotta do
you're
it.
looking up at the sky.
It's hard because I like to look at myself.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
they make Met masks, I wonder?
If they do,
They
you
do.
know who will have one?
Who?
You.
I should go.
they make
Met-
like yarmulkes with like Yankee symbols and stuff.
You know what? I was
So-
going to buy a Met All-Star game one at the All-Star
I was gonna
game.
say a All-Star game yarmulke.
They did. They had the All-Star game. But I got worried it was disrespectful.
Make
it
sure you look
would,
if anybody's writing anything.
You're not Jewish, so it would definitely be disrespectful.
But I go to a lot of
Yeah.
Jewish. Half my family's Jewish, so I go to a lot of
okay.
Jewish
Half your
events.
family is not Jewish.
Is your
They
wife
are.
Jewish?
Who's Jewish?
My cousins, all of my
Hey,
cousins.
Your
married-
cousin's neighbors are
married-
Jewish.
No, they all married into faith. You know how many bat mitzvahs I've been through the past?
How many?
About 3.
So wait, that's true.
Were you invited? You just
Yeah.
showed up.
That's true. If you go to a Jewish wedding or a Jewish event like that, you do have to wear the yarmulke. So that's a good point. I
Right,
guess
so
you could've-
I take the one that they give you,
sure.
but I thought not being Jewish, it might be a tad disrespectful to have a Met one.
Oh, I see what you're
Yes,
saying. Like,
yes, I
like
agree.
if you weren't, it's
I
like
agree.
just use the one they
Get a
give
Yankee
you.
one. Get a
Like,
Yankee one.
Just use the one they give you. Don't since you're
Bring
not
your own.
Jewish, don't like wear
Right.
like a specialized one because you're
Like
really
one
not
like
Jewish.
a-
That
A lot
makes
of
sense.
times they are the Met blue though, so I should bring like a little NY pin and put it on.
No, that would be disrespectful.
All right,
Right?
hold on one second.
All right.
Now, you know that
take your
what
advice.
your mask is only keeping you from touching your face.
Is that
It's
what
not
it is?
filtering out.
This doesn't filter out.
No,
They
not
said
that
it
mask.
did.
It's
Not that
better.
mask.
It's better to be used for people that are sick.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that what it is?
Yes.
I'm not
Yes.
sick.
Your
Well,
best bet would be to wear rubber gloves. That would
do
help
you
you in
know?
your because I've done research on
Yeah,
this
he's a little-
because I'm a little of a germaphobe and
I'm a
I've
huge
been sick.
germaphobe.
I've been sick
I'm a
twice.
huge germ.
I've been sick twice in the last like 6 months. Like high
And
fever.
bring
You
that
know
up.
what you got to take? I take the elderberry pills,
Yeah.
the green tea.
I have some coworkers that do that. Yep.
oregano oil.
I did that the
and
last
I have
week.
there's a new vitamin that has, because balance of nature with the fruits and vegetables, very expensive.
Right.
Nature's something makes a cheaper one. And that gives you your fruits and vegetables. And a V8.
You
Very
know,
good.
let me
V8.
V8 for the immune system.
hold on a second. The sodium in
low salt.
Let me and now hear me out on this. Did you ever think about just eating fruits and vegetables?
Yes, but I like to have, because there's like 10,000 cups of green tea in that little pill.
The blueberries are good.
I'm
Blueberries.
exaggerating, but yes, I do eat
Okay.
fruits and vegetables.
Okay, I'm just.
But I like to have the extra.
And be like, hey, let's have a meatball hero and 6 pizzas, and then we'll pop this one pill and
That's
we'll be
right.
set.
Pop
That's
the one
what-
pill.
That's good. Now, remember, you talk about getting sick. You two guys have gotten sick around me during very important times. Last time we went to spring training, I had to bring stuff to your room because you got sick.
Oh, you know what we got to do this year? We
What?
got to hit that orange grove where the fresh squeezed.
I don't
They
remember
make the
that.
orange right there.
All right.
No preservatives or any of that crap.
Are you wearing the mask the whole show?
Yes,
No.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
Pure. I was just for Corona. Pure, just orange juice.
Okay, but you got sick the last time with the spring training, which
I had some weird malaise-ish,
yes,
general malaise-ish.
because I had to go to
wasn't
the
nauseous.
drugstore for him.
Oh, you did.
Yes, you
And I
got
showed
me
up and
airborne.
he's sitting there.
I already got all my immune
His
chemicals.
Met
packed.
underwear in his room, looking terrible, with little Met undies on.
I
Just
don't have
sitting
Met
there.
underwear. I have Met
You had Met
pajamas.
undies on. No, they weren't pajamas. They were little tight little shorts. I can see your bat and balls. That's how
You know
tight they
what?
were.
Speaking of bat and ball, you know what they should make? Why doesn't Louisville Slugger or Rawlings or one of the bat companies make a condom that looks like a bat? That would be a cool item.
That
Is
would
that
probably-
really? I mean, when
do we
you
get the
It would
when
be a
you
Louisville Slugger branded condom.
okay.
Now can I? But
Just
then,
a thought. We're always trying to merchandise.
He's speechless. Then the other time, like
Or maybe not. If it's a bad idea,
I mean,
just
it's
say
not
it.
a terrible idea.
Not terrible.
I mean, they have them in different colors and different flavors, so I guess it's not like out of the realm
Oh.
of possibility.
Star
Peanuts.
Wars one, different lightsaber colors. Blue.
Yeah, but how do you
green,
know that it's a? How do you know it's? I mean,
glow in the dark?
no, I understand that, but how do you know it's a lightsaber? Because big part of the lightsaber is the handle. So, like, what are you gonna do? Is it gonna be?
Well, no, it wouldn't have the hand. It would just be like the.
Right. So then it's just a neon green
Yeah,
condom.
but for the most part.
Okay, you're right.
5
Maybe have
minutes
like a little
on
handful of
condoms.
buttons.
All
All right, we got to check
we
that
got
off.
it. 5 minutes
Yep.
on condoms.
And I would do my Darth Vader. And I'd have the bzzz, and it would maybe if it made noise.
Wait, are you saying that?
So
Are you saying that you breathe heavy during sex? I don't believe it.
I do.
Okay.
Please let me get into the bedroom. Getting up,
This show's off to a good start.
getting up the stairs to the bedroom.
We just lost our PG-13 rating.
Yeah, there goes one of the 3 viewers.
And
So-
two
and then-
sponsors are gone.
Last year, I talked Sonny Boy into helping me move my daughter into college.
Yes, I was
with
very
my
happy. My
wife.
sister was very happy to go help.
Very
my
happy
sister.
to go help, and my wife and I lugged everything
I was
up as he
excited.
was sick in the hotel room
I
for
was
2 days.
sick as a dog.
What happened?
I had
What
like
was you-
103 fever.
Well, that's
I was
serious.
chills, and this is the best part. So I go there to help. Obviously, I'm no help. They had I was sleeping on the pull-out couch in like the lounge area of.
We had a
of
suite.
whatever, in the suite.
Okay.
And like, my mom wouldn't let me have it. She wouldn't. Nobody would sleep in that because the bed, the mattress is very thin and it's not comfortable for some. So I was like, oh, maybe someone will. There was 2 big beds. Maybe someone will give up the bed, go sleep on the pullout.
someone?
So I was talking to you, really. And
When does it come a point where the dad gets taken care of?
no, but here's
How old
well,
do you have
no,
to
you
be?
still slept there because everybody was like, no, you stay out here. To the point where it was so uncomfortable. My mother took couch cushions, put them underneath the sheet so my mattress would be a little more firm. I'm sleeping on a couch. I'm falling off.
His mommy took care of him.
No, I'm falling off. I'm rolling, and I'm like, this is what they did.
And
Oh,
we
yeah, good
lugged
luck.
up stuff upstairs and stuff.
And then I had to drive 4 hours back, sick as a dog.
Do you know what I do? You ever go in a hotel or somebody's house?
I'm in a lot of hotels,
They
as
have
you know.
They have the pull-out bed.
That's what it
The
was.
bar, right? The bar.
Yes, that's what it was. He slept on.
I got a solution for the bar.
What?
You know those things those soft things that you buy in the Home Depot?
Yes.
They insulate your pipes.
Yes.
Put that over the bar.
There you go.
Big difference.
I don't know if it would make
you
that
go.
much of it. It still would
makes
be.
up-
It would be hard insulation.
It's a huge
wouldn't it?
difference.
So let me talk a
Huge,
little bit
bigly,
about.
bigly.
Bigly
let-
different.
let
No,
me-
it does. I've tried it.
Let me turn the page.
I have a couple of other life.
Turning
hacks
the
I'll give
page.
you.
Turning the
Turning the
page. Turning
page.
it. We're turning.
I went to Utah. I taught in Utah.
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 You taught in Utah.
Let me tell you, gorgeous
Gorgeous country.
Simply gorgeous.
Simply good. The mountains, you cannot duplicate that in the picture. I was driving down the main street with mountains to my right and my left, snow-capped mountains, and this can't be real.
Was there a Wawa there?
There was no Wawa
question.
in Utah. We were in outside of Salt Lake City, a town called, I can't remember.
You know what I'm going to do?
No.
If I win the Powerball, that big lottery, I'm
Yeah.
buying you a Wawa franchise.
Yeah, he's gonna buy you a franchise to run and have to.
I love Wawa.
No, it's his.
No,
Oh, it's
I'll just check on the employees every once in a while.
Wawa.
Wawa's
Every
the
time I
best.
see a Wawa, I think of you.
We got to get them as a sponsor.
Oh yeah,
Wawa?
yeah.
Can't
Wawa's
you
gonna
work
come
on that?
They
sponsor
had a
you.
big data breach.
I know, but I don't care. Can't you do your thing and tag them and try to get through to them.
Oh my God, that just sounds like a 60-year-old talking about social media.
Because it is.
Should I get on that internet
is.
Do I
thing?
do the facey spaces?
Get on
Get
there.
on
and-
that internet thing.
If you like tag Wawa and things, can't we get through to them if they keep saying their name?
I'll tag them on the Twitter.
Well, I
you
did.
go.
Oh, actually, I forgot to do this. I did.
That's a good idea.
I did tweet at Optimum because I was having trouble, and their customer service line is horrendous.
But the tweets work.
The tweets work.
The
They
tweets work.
tweeted me back, send me
Don't
all your information, and we'll help you. And I forgot to do that. I have to email.
Good.
Don't tell
Good.
people.
Anyway, you told me that I was coming on to talk about my stuff.
That was just to get you to come on. We needed somebody.
No,
on the
he's on a roll. Have you seen his stuff?
I've seen it. I've
Well,
been in
all right.
some
Well,
of them.
do you want to finish your?
Finish it.
No.
crappy
Well,
list?
let me just talk about a public service announcement. I went to get my prostate checked out today. Very important. You laugh about the prostate.
I'm not laughing.
You're laughing about the prostate.
No, I'm laughing about my experience.
My dad had a prostate cancer many years ago. It came back. He's doing well. His numbers are down, PSA. So I figured,
right.
let me get checked out. So I went there today, figuring it was a consult because I've been to a urologist, but I'm changing.
Right.
Little consult. What have you done? What have you experienced? And maybe a little digital exam, as you call it.
Digital prostate exam is not electronic. This
Correct.
is a digital.
Correct.
I found that out the hard way.
Everybody's had them. A lot of people have had them. Sometimes in the movies when you don't want them, but we get them. So I said to myself, the doctor comes in and he goes, how about we do a sonogram of the prostate?
How did they do that?
So I said to him, he goes, just to, cover all bases. I go, that's a great idea. I'm here. Whatever you think, doc. And he says, okay, we're going to do it internally. So the last time I went to a urologist, he did a sonogram to see how big my bladder
On the outside, yes.
to see if I wasn't peeing everything out.
Right.
To see if there's stuff left.
How much is left, right?
So that's what assuming when he said sonogram went to. Then when he said internally, I'm like, how is he
rectal.
going to do a sonogram internally?
Was it that thing that Alyssa posted? Was it
Yeah,
that same thing?
but then that second where you're trying to figure something out and then it hits you,
Yeah, yes.
and I go, hello, and then the nurse came in and it's about this big, no exaggeration, it's about this big. She puts about a ton of gel there, and the
they
nurse
gel
was
it up
funny.
really
And
nice.
she looks at me and she goes, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing the test. I go, oh, all right. So he came back in, and here's the bottom line. They can tell how big your prostate, am I saying that right? Because you always say it.
Prostate.
Prostate is from that exam. He was telling me in centimeters.
But why is that probe so long?
You know
the
what?
Doctor uses
Wait a
his
minute.
Finger.
Do you know
'Cause
what?
I got a big canal.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell
But
you
no,
what.
but if the
I've
doctor
got a
you what with
huge
the
canal.
finger.
If Louisville Slugger or Star Wars was smart, they would make personal probes that
Yes.
look like a lightsaber
that.
or a bat.
All right, that might be a little ridiculous.
But let me tell you
Wait,
something.
if how come the probe is this long? If
Well,
the
he
finger's
doesn't.
this long?
He doesn't stick the whole. Well, it actually,
but-
it actually went into my penis, came out the other side. That's how big it was.
right.
Wait, they go
You
to
know,
they go to the other side.
right to your penis.
No,
No. Here's the bottom line. Get it done, people. Don't. It was not painful. It's a little uncomfortable, but get it done. I have peace of mind now that my prostate is a normal size.
Well, think
Oh,
about from this when they reach in and do it with the finger.
we don't have to keep going.
Yeah,
with
this is good. We've covered.
We don't have
it.
to keep going with this.
They only feel one side. The
Yeah.
sonogram gives the whole.
Oh no.
side.
He went in there with the finger and he had a good time.
Okay.
No, what I mean is they really check you out good. And
All right.
I'm glad I got it done.
Good. Get it
Get
done, people.
So get
Well,
your prostate
you know,
checked.
I went to the urologist.
And your PSAs. Get your blood work and your PSAs.
I went to the urologist you told me to go to, in Garden City.
Which one did you see?
Don't say the name.
I don't know the name of I don't remember.
You don't remember? You didn't like him?
No, I loved him. You know what
Oh,
he told me?
what?
It was before we get involved with any of this.
Right.
He said we got to make sure you're not. It's not sleep apnea.
There you go. That's right. You told me that.
So I did the sleep study, and you get wired up with
I've been
15
there.
leads on
I've
your
been
head
there.
alone.
No,
right?
if you remember, I talked about it on the show. I don't know if you wanted. They put all these
Yeah,
leads
all
on
the
you.
leads on you.
All those leads on you. And then he says to you, if you have to pee, this is what he said to me.
Right, you
can take all the wires off, or you could pee in the container
No, they had to come in.
and take the wires off.
No, they took this pack off the wall, and I had to hold the pack. Everything was
Okay.
connected to that
So,
pack.
put all the
like
wires-
a Neil Armstrong thing.
Put all the wires. If you got to pee, he told me go in the thing.
Right.
And we'll be watching you. Go to
On
sleep.
the- on
Go
the
to sleep.
thing.
Go to sleep.
So
How do you sleep? How do you sleep?
they found out I had sleep apnea.
I
So I got
told
the
you that.
CPAP. I just got it,
All three of us have sleep apnea.
and already I could sleep through the night. without having to go
He's
to
not
bed.
using his.
I got to use mine better.
What I wanted to
Let's
do to
talk
them.
about his stuff because he's gonna.
We will, but can I just finish with this?
Yes,
with this
please. No, please.
How many
don't-
thoughts you have?
Keep talking about
One.
the stuff
Go.
about being a million years old. Go.
So I have all the wires on.
Yeah.
And I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was gonna play a trick on them. I was gonna do Schwarzenegger from Total Recall and go, "You blew my cover! They be any minute! We
But
have
would
to
they-
go to Mars!"
Would they have gotten it? Would they have
I
gotten
think they would have thrown me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
All right. So Sonny Boy wants to talk about.
It's not that I want. This is
no,
what you
this
said to
is
me a month ago. You said, "Hey, come on February 11th. We'll talk about your stuff."
So
And
John,
you-
what's going on with your actual horse comedy?
horse comedy. He does a wonderful job. Him and his partner Ryan.
They
Can I
really
say
do.
Ryan's last name?
Ryan Cowdrey, sure.
Cowdrey. They have actual horse comedy, and they are filming a number of skits. Do we call them?
No, skits.
What do we call them?
Skits make it sound like they're
What do we
they're in
call
a
them?
high school improv
All right,
class.
what do they call them?
Sketches.
Sketches.
They're shooting a number of skits.
The Piano
and-
Man one was hilarious.
Thank you.
So they do, and they
Is
have
that
a
the
lot
one,
of
is it
the
because that's
laugh.
the one you were in?
No, not. You know who the best one in that one was?
Steve, probably.
Steve Oliva.
They
He's
have-
like he was a Filipino gentleman.
Yes.
They have
That
a
was the
lot
best one.
of the Laughter Saves Lives players.
Yes, we
we're
do,
calling
we
it,
do.
The tag, to always get Laughter Saves Lives
We
out
do.
there.
We have a lot of them, and they
The
make it.
left, and he has a lot of his friends, but a lot of my friends, and it's a nice thing that we work together on these.
Sure.
I've always wanted to work with my son, so it's a
And
lot
they're
of
a
fun.
lot of fun to do.
Yes.
A lot of fun to do. But not only are they a lot of fun to do, we laugh a lot. It's fun to get out there. They do a good job with these skits. I'm still looking at
The production quality is ridiculously
Well,
amazing.
well,
And-
I will speak on that, because that is the point of
That's
this. right?
all. That's it. We're done.
Oh,
with
you were
Actual
just
Horse.
talking about it?
We're done. That's
Hold
it.
on, let me conduct the interview. So, John, what's going on with actual horse comedy?
Well, no, this is just to talk about the production value, because I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes.
Because when we started doing this, first of all, let me just say, it's actualhorse.com is where you can go to view everything. We have currently nearly 30 original pieces on there.
I'm in one of them.
He's in maybe one. And there are plenty more on the horizon. We try to put at least a few out a month. We hit a little bit of a gap because at the end of the day, we both have full-time jobs and kids and stuff. And
you wanna keep
it's
the
not
production
as-
Why are
value.
you doing this with the Actual Horse? Why?
Okay, hey, when people give an interview, they don't go, "Ooh, rush it."
No, I
they
don't.
don't do that.
I'm not
The
rushing.
They don't
guest
do that.
should be talking 80 to 90% of the time.
Thank you, John.
And how is
So-
Laughter Saves Lives going to benefit?
So, all right, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
So what I was saying is, the production value is important. We realized, we've always wanted to do this. We did a sketch comedy television show called That's a Shame back in college. We loved doing it. Ryan and I remained close and always had this desire to work together again. Ryan ended up creating his own company called Clayson Creative. You could check them out online too. Really amazing stuff. Clayson Creative.
What kind of stuff does he do with that?
He
company?
does a lot of. He does
Weddings and stuff.
He does weddings. He does commercials for local businesses. A variety of things. He does photography.
But he
through
enjoys
that.
doing this more.
Right. Well, I mean, it's more fun for sure.
Right.
But he has his own business. So once that happened, then he kind of can control his own destiny with how he wants to make things. He approached me a couple of years ago. One of his clients was a local hardware chain that had multiple stores in Connecticut, Massachusetts, and they wanted to run a funny campaign. So together we wrote the ads. We created a 7 commercial campaign for car hardware.
All right.
And we had a lot of fun casting it and obviously shooting it. And it was that moment that we realized that we really need to be doing this again.
No, you're due for a punchline.
Yeah.
keep
This is what they say when you're doing stand-up. So,
See, that was good.
so anyway, long story short.
Short story long.
So the thing is, we realized anybody and their mother could put funny things out on the internet.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
He's putting stuff out there,
The dopey
on
stuff.
I
his
just know
selfies.
my stuff doesn't have the production quality that yours has.
Exactly, your guys' stuff sucks. So the thing is,
I don't know if you need
I
to go
just-
there.
Hey, where's Pat Marone when you need him?
I know. So the thing is, we said everybody and their mother's putting funny stuff out, but we could put stuff out that hopefully looks excellent. We know that we're going to be funny, we hope, but
you got
everybody's
people
going to
like
be. Everybody's put stuff out is funny to a degree.
Yep.
But we want the production value to be.
And you have a nice
exceptional.
intro. It's
Right,
nicely
and that's why Ryan is our secret weapon.
Next show, can we show one or two of them? Can you?
I would
send
love
them
to.
over?
Pat Marone is probably, if he is watching, I don't know, is
Yeah, he's
probably
watching.
already busting chops because he's like, "Where's the yard sale sketch? Where's
We
the
did a yard sale.
So
Let's talk about the yard sale sketch.
which is coming out this Friday."
Can I ask you a question? Because you
Yeah.
mentioned before you had a day job, and I think the audience
Yeah.
would find it interesting to know. Isn't it or do you find it rewarding that, after working a corporate job, you have to do whatever they say, that when you're making that thing, it's your time to be creative, you're in charge,
Yes.
and you can do it as you please.
Of course.
And that's
But
a nice,
I will
liberating
say,
thing.
It is, but I will say this. My company where I work is tremendous.
Very supportive.
My boss, the CEO, is incredibly supportive of Actual Horse.
Oh, really?
She
she's watching,
allows
that's why
us.
he's saying
She no, seriously though, she allows us to screen new sketches at our big company meeting every
He
Friday.
shows a sketch at the meeting.
At the meeting.
Oh, wow. Isn't that
cool?
She has been nothing but supportive.
that's fantastic.
And is all about Actual Horse and wanting to see it get
And you
That's
shot
huge.
in the office.
and she allows us to use the office for shoots
Sometimes,
sometimes and
yeah.
stuff. So
Oh, that's
I am
fantastic.
incredibly blessed that I have
So you're lucky you have
support
that kind
everywhere.
Can we say
Yeah.
the name of the company or not?
Well, yeah, I mean, I work for a company called Clinical Trial Media, and we
Oh,
are.
it's another media company. Oh, that's
Well,
perfect.
yeah, we are an advertising agency that specializes in patient enrollment for clinical trials.
I
And
got
we
you. I
do-
used to work
we
for a
do wonderful work.
stodgy publishing
Good work,
company,
good
so
work.
it was a whole different.
No.
They were not.
The people we work with
Yeah.
are amazing, and they're all of them is supportive. In fact, I've used a bunch of them in my sketches
Right.
because they've shown
That's
interest, and
wonderful.
I've wanted to bring them in. So
You're very lucky that you have your day job and your other
That's creative.
endeavor
Right.
that's creative,
Yes.
and that they're supportive. They were always separate.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was like tough, like you'd work all day in the city.
Sure.
And then when I did the comedy or I was working,
I mean,
on
your job was
shows,
very mundane.
very
right?
mundane,
Sure.
and it was market research, not exactly.
Right.
an
And
a lot of
exciting job.
times-
I'm actually, for my job, I am a copywriter. So for my company, and it's obviously much different
Yep.
creative stuff, but I have actually found that my creative juices are flowing all the time because I have to do it for work, and I have to do,
Right.
I get to do it for this
Right.
for myself. So it's a really kind of a great marriage of personal
Yep.
stuff and work stuff, and I couldn't be
That's
more
awesome.
Can we talk?
That's
Can we
awesome.
talk a little bit about the skits? I just
Sure.
want. I talked about going to the doctor, right? The prostate already, right?
I think we
Now
covered that very
I'm
well.
noticing that I also listed urologist, so I think we have to touch on it again. I listed it twice.
No, please don't do that.
All right.
Urologist? I don't think so.
So the yard sale was a fun skit.
Yep.
But it was in the hottest day.
Yeah.
You were there. You shot some of that yard.
No,
that was another
he
skit.
came after that.
But that was the same day.
Same
Same
day.
day, yeah.
So
The hottest day of the summer.
So one of our big challenges with Actual Horse is that Ryan actually lives near the Berkshires in Massachusetts.
Oh my
So
God.
so he is amazing, and he travels down here 3 hours to do this. So we try to shoot as much as we can in a weekend.
I gotcha.
So he comes down about every 3
Killed us
months.
that day. Killed us.
And we plan ahead. We pick, this is the weekend we're doing it.
Right.
And we just happened that time in July to pick the hottest
Couldn't be helped.
heat wave of the year.
was crazy.
We ended up shooting 14 original things in that one weekend.
Yeah, I did 2 of them.
Yes, and it was
That's the two that
crazy.
didn't show.
It was crazy. Well, actually, both of those have already shown. Both of the ones that he was in. It was crazy. It was hot, but everybody was down, was into it and
Yep.
supporting our vision, which is amazing. We have a lot of people that support it.
That's the
So-
most my boat has moved in one day. I bought that
Oh,
kayak.
yeah, the
Yeah.
kayak.
I spent a fortune on this special kayak, and we had it in the yard sale. And he wanted me to drag it up the block and run away with it.
To be fair,
In the heat.
that was your idea.
And I ran away, and I turned the corner, and nobody came to help
Nobody
me bring
came
it
to help
back.
you. In all seriousness,
Can you just say the number
Which number?
to call? Because there's some people that might want to call.
Bobby, could you put up the
actual
number?
horse related? So.
in all seriousness, I'm not just saying it because I was in it. I was only the manager in the Billy Joel.
Mm-hmm.
That was brilliantly, and I only filmed the one sliver. I really didn't know. You told me what it was,
Mm-hmm.
but to see the whole thing, brilliantly edited, it was like powerful. I couldn't stop laughing.
Well, I'm really glad. That
and
was
Steve Oliva, he was a Filipino gentleman. And just
Right.
every
Well,
single
let me-
back and forth
let me-
was incredible.
Thank
If you want to call in and talk about actual horse, it's probably some of John's friends.
Watch that one, the Billy Joel.
516-945-9099.
So regarding that one in
That's
particular.
516.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
They can see it. It's on the
945-90.
screen.
Well, in case somebody has their eyes closed.
So regarding that
And how
one,
they gonna
actually,
dial?
the Billy Joel sketch. I want to just bring to. There's a lot of people involved in Actual Horse especially when we do it.
What is the Billy Joel sketch about? Because they don't.
It's
we-
No, let them watch it.
We'll watch it, but
Well,
it's
we'll
essentially a check-in with all the people from Piano Man years later. All the
Could you
characters.
hold on 1 second?
Sure.
Hey, it's a call there. Laughter Saves Lives Live.
How's it going?
It's Ryan.
Is that Ryan?
Oh no, I was just trying to order a pizza.
Oh, very nice. Ryan, you do a great job in
This is-
production. Don't try the comedy.
Yeah.
I'd stay away
Oh.
from that.
All right, I'll give that up.
So this is Ryan Cowdery. He is my partner in Actual Horse, and
he's calling long distance. Remember we used to say that?
Yes.
He's calling long distance
It used
from
to cost
Massachusetts.
money every minute.
Yeah.
So, well, you
I
guys
had
just
to
keep
watch
showing
like
your
the
age.
first half hour of the show because there was no number to call.
Yeah.
Well, we did that on purpose.
He called SU1 909.
Yeah. So Ryan, as I was saying, is incredibly talented, owns his own company, and is
you don't gotta pump him up again.
No,
You
he's
said
the
that
backbone of Actual Horse. So Ryan, tell them what we're working on for.
What do we got next coming out,
release.
Ryan?
Well, I heard you talking about the tag sale.
Yep.
So that's the next up.
Yep.
And then I think, what are we doing the week after that?
We got the week after that. We got
were
one
debating.
about your annoyingly healthy friend, which
Somebody
is
who's
played
very-
by my good buddy Mike DeGimo, who you know.
Oh, he's very healthy. Yes.
Yes. And then we're
That's a good
targeting. I think we're targeting the spoof of Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh, right.
That was a fun one.
Yes,
You there that
that-
day? You were there.
No, that's going to be a good one.
I was only in those two.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
I would like to have you in more.
I would love to do
I
it.
actually
And
have
you know
some
what, and
ideas
Ryan,
for you.
I have to tell you that as I go around doing stand-up and making audiences laugh off their asses,
Sure.
a lot of the comics come up to me and go, "Hey, can I get into some of your son's videos?" Now, they don't know you. They say my son's. But what I'm saying is that's a compliment that comics are coming up to me and asking
I know.
to be in the
We're-
videos.
That's really nice. I honestly, that's a side effect of this. I'd never expected that people would want.
well,
the
the quality. They see the quality.
And we have to
Yeah,
stress
and
there are a lot of
I mean,
fun
we're
to make.
thankful.
Yeah.
for
Ryan's calling
everyone
long
that's
distance. Should we let him
helping
talk?
us out?
Yes.
Because obviously, no one's getting paid to do this. We're all
Yeah.
doing it because we like doing it. So,
Right.
What?
You know, we have a lot of
I'm
fun.
waiting for the check.
We were waiting for the check, Ryan. What are you talking about?
Ryan, I thought I was getting residuals.
I'll give you a 100% raise.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Ryan and I are waiting for the check first. So, but
Yeah, that's right.
Ryan, why don't you just tell them a little bit about your background and why you are what you're doing now exactly?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, I met John, like you were saying, in college. We were both TV majors, and I would say I'm more of like the technical production end, and he's the more creative side of things. But we always worked well together in college, and I worked at a local TV station after I graduated for 10 years, and always had my own business on the side. And then about 3 years ago, that got to be too big, so I ended up leaving the station and have been full-time for myself for 3 years, doing all sorts of video production, photography, marketing work for businesses all over my area and into New York and Connecticut.
Yep.
And now Long Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, he's gotten hired by my company to do some things.
Well, you know what? If you put out these quality videos, if nothing else comes of it, people are going to see the quality work that you guys do.
What
and
is
how
so
you feel.
funny,
What
you
is
little
so
girl?
funny over here?
What is
What?
so
Like
funny?
you're in church.
What did Pat say?
What?
Pat said.
What did Pat say?
Pat said, you've been saying that video's coming out every Friday for weeks.
Yes.
Then he said, poor kid can't talk, father always interrupts.
Yes. Well, that's true, Pat.
Well, thanks, Pat, for chiming in. So,
Ryan, we got it's coming out Friday, right? Tell Pat.
I think it's coming out Friday, Pat.
you know, Pat is, you know,
can't-
and it's
I
another.
can't make any promises.
I'm the father, and Pat is in like every other video.
Yes.
Pat,
But Pat, let me
Pat
explain
is
to
a
you. Pat
unique-
has a unique skill
What,
in
he's
sketches.
overweight? Is that
no,
what you're saying?
he's talented.
he's overweight?
because
That's not nice.
Here's the thing. He's talented. Do you understand?
He is
No,
talented.
but no.
I have to say, Pat is very
when
funny.
You're in all seriousness, because he's busted my chops about this a lot. Like, oh, my friends are in everything. How come I'm not in more? Right? Which is a fair thing to say. But when you're creating the sketch or the idea, I'm not creating it like, oh, I want to, I have a sketch idea for my dad.
Right.
It's just a funny idea.
Whoever's the right
and Pat
person.
might fit properly with it.
With
Pat
that
has done a
sketch.
great job.
He
Pat
has.
has done a great job.
And I want to say, Frank Fiella, who obviously has been on your show
Yep.
plenty of times,
Oh my guys!
fantastic.
Oh my guys! Patty G did a nice job.
Academy Award winner Steve Oliva.
Steve Oliva?
Was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Oliva we know was
Right.
great, and other comics, Megan Friend, Ali Walker, they've all done a great job.
Let's say goodbye to Ryan.
Yes, see you later, Ryan.
Take care, Ryan. Thank you for calling.
Thanks for taking the time, Ryan, to
Yeah.
call in. You do great work.
Yes, he does.
And
Thank
we're
you.
going to break. We'll go back
Stay
to
tuned
back
for
on the
more.
commercials, Bobby. So we're going to go to Life Hack and then MCN.
Yep.
Shot by.
Please listen. This is a LifeVac. It's easy to use and can save a life in an airway emergency. LifeVac is proven to save lives, and it's as simple as place, push, pull. I've had one in my kitchen and one in my car for years, and you should have one in yours. Choking is a leading cause of death. 5,000 people a year die from choking, one child every 5 days, and it can happen in just 4 minutes. There's no time to wait. If you have children in your home, please consider your LifeVac today.
Captain in that thing. We've watched it so much.
Jack, put your phone away. We're having dinner.
Hey guys,
Hi, how you doing?
what can I get you?
You guys want appetizers?
For some reason, I just got a craving for smoked meat.
Will you order something already? The menu hasn't changed. You looked at it 3 times.
I don't know what I want yet.
I wanted chicken, but I think it's blackened, so I'll have a burger.
How'd you like that cook?
Medium.
Do you have any specials?
Specials? Boss, what are specials?
What's the matter? You don't know the specials?
Look at this smoke.
What smoke?
We gotta get these dumps clean.
Nah, they're fine.
You know what? We're just gonna take our order to go, okay?
In business since 2003, MCN Duct Cleaning is the result of many years of research and continuing education. Realizing the need to provide a safer and cleaner environment for families on Long Island, MCN services both residential and commercial properties by cleaning dryer vents, fireplaces, HVAC systems, and so much more. This not only improves air quality, but it could also reduce your energy bills by making things run more efficiently. So, if you want to make your house or business safer and cut down on your bills in the process, give our friend Matt over at MCN a call now.
Is that steak well done?
Maybe call a little bit sooner than these guys did. How about it on his show?
And we're back, Laughter Saves Lives Live, and we have Jeff on the phone. Hello, Jeff.
How you doing, John? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for calling in, my brother. I did not write down the name of your charity. I know it's Bike, but I did not write it down.
He'll tell you.
It's very
So
professional.
my printer is broken. So tell us what you do. You're a police or a fireman. Tell us what you do.
I'm a firefighter down here in Naples, Florida.
Beautiful.
And back in '07, we started a charity group. It was actually born out of tragedy for the Charleston 9, when we lost the 9 firefighters in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yes, I've
June
been to that
18th,
site.
2007. We decided to form a bicycle team, not motorcycles, but bicycles.
Right.
And we wanted some way of honoring the family and the guys that we had lost. So we rode our bicycles from Naples, Florida, up to Charleston, South Carolina, a year after the incident to show the families we hadn't forgotten their loved ones.
That's nice.
Wow.
And
Yep,
you
so,
raised money
every
doing
year-
this, correct?
Every year since then, we've done a charity ride.
Yeah, you raise money.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
where does the money
we raise
go?
money and we hand deliver it to the family.
Oh, so
Excuse
you
me?
deliver it to the families you're riding for?
Correct. Every year we honor everybody differently every year. So every year we have different heroes who died the previous year. So we show the families that we haven't forgotten, and we ride anywhere, usually around the state of Florida, but we have done a couple long rides to Texas and to New York City from Naples, Florida.
And you told me today you're going to ride back to New York for the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
That's what we're talking about. So for the 10th anniversary of 9/11, we actually rode our bicycles from Naples, Florida to New York City. It took us 22 days on bicycles to get from Naples.
Do you sleep on?
1,734 miles. We never took a day off, and we rode straight up there.
Do you guys
And we
camp
we
out?
rode in
or-
on 9/11.
Where do you sleep? Where do you sleep when you do this? Where do you eat?
Okay, so what we do is we sleep on. We have a great connection with Elks Lodge.
Oh,
Elks,
nice.
Lodges across America. They allow us to bring our air mattresses in. So you look at this, guys. Everybody on the team is either active or retired police or fire, and we ride anywhere from 80 to 100 miles a day. We go into Elks Lodge and we bring up air mattresses, and we sleep on air mattresses because we want to save every penny we can to give back to the families. We
Oh,
don't
that's
spend it on
amazing.
hotels.
We don't spend it on meals. The Elks Lodges are amazing. They feed us a hot meal at night when we come in, and then a hot breakfast before we leave the next day. So we try to keep our costs down to bare minimum to give back to the families.
And what do you do? What do? You just nibble on stuff for lunch, like power bars and stuff like that?
Yep, we got some great sponsors. Wawa being one of them.
Wawa!
The show.
So maybe talk to
Hey,
him.
can I talk to you about trying to get through to them for Laughter Saves Lives?
Well, I don't know. They've been kind enough every year to help us out, and so literally we have a huge support team that goes in front of us. They're amazing. You know, the guys on the bikes, we usually have anywhere from 40 to 50 firefighters and police officers riding on bicycle, but our support team is amazing. Usually it's family members of our guys that are riding, and they bust their ass just as much as we do, and they get ahead of us. Every 20 miles, they'll have a nice stop set up for us so we can get our nutrition, our hydration taken care of.
And you also have to do maintenance on the bikes, right, en route, like tires and chains and stuff. I mean, how does that all work?
Yep. So again, our support team is good. We have some great firefighters that are bike mechanics that help us out, and they're part of the team also, and they take care of our stuff. And every once in a while, we'll have a big problem, and it's that local bike shop. We're connected with firefighters and police officers the whole way we go, so they know somebody local that will take care of our stuff, usually free of charge. So it's a great event that we do, and everybody just wants. I mean, that time we went to New York City, I mean, we were out in the middle of Virginia. I don't know anybody, and they were tears in their eyes saying, "Hey, just let the guys in New York know what we did to help you get up there." So it truly is a brotherhood across America.
Yes,
and that's why we're the Brotherhood Ride.
Love it. Maybe next time when you come up to New York, we'll do something for you. We got to figure out how to work together when you get up here. Do a little show, number one, but we'll become part of it. I want to see what we can do.
That'd be awesome. And I know you have said, I've listened to a couple of your things too, and 9/11 was a huge thing. The Charleston 9 was a huge thing, but it's everyday heroes that we honor. Every year we're proud to we print the names on our special jerseys. Every year we have special jerseys made up with the names of the heroes who have passed.
Nice.
That we're honoring. So every year we have a different jersey. And if you go to our Facebook site today, brotherhoodride.com, Brotherhood Ride on Facebook, we're honoring 2 first responders who gave their life. We'll always remember everyone we've ever honored. So if it's an anniversary of their line of duty, one just happens to be a police officer out of Orange County, Florida, who was shot and killed. He's on our site today. And also lieutenant from Macon Bibb, Georgia, a firefighter. He died in a structure fire. So
great job.
That's our goal, is to always make sure the families know that they're not alone. We'll always remember these heroes if we've ever honored them before in the past.
The Charleston 9 that you mentioned, I taught down in Charleston, and the memorial site there, it's very simple, very moving. And what struck me is, if you stand where it's just a grass field with markers where the guys were found that were lost. Am I correct with this?
You're correct.
Okay.
Correct. Each marker represents where they found the person, and that marker has the name of the individual who was found there.
Right.
And
that was an auto body shop?
What's that?
What was it, an auto body shop?
No, it was a warehouse, a furniture warehouse, Super Sofa.
Okay.
Furniture store.
Okay.
And the guys went in because there was reports of a civilian trapped in the back corner,
right?
Which they ended up rescuing later on, but unfortunately it took the lives of 9 of our brothers.
But what really hit me is that if you stand in the front of that grass field, which isn't huge, where the door was, and you see how close the markers were to that door where these guys were found, that's what really shocked me.
Well, what shocked us was the year after. So we rode up there the next year. It still was just a site. Still a brick building was there. They had a chain link fence around it, and I can remember, hanging off that chain link fence, just pedaled 9 days to get up there, and I'm just totally exhausted mentally and physically. I'm crying like a baby, and every one of the Charleston guys that were there were crying next to us.
Yeah.
But what happened was, in that site was still the orange markers where they had found that body.
Mm-hmm.
And so many of the families had said, every day we pass that, we see those markers, we see those markers. That's why they wanted it. That's why it was very important for them to keep those markers there. And that's why they made that site like it is.
Yeah, very, very moving site.
Very moving.
What an,
Very moving.
what an
Yep.
unbelievable organization. It's beautiful what you do.
Yes, and I definitely want to do something with you. Maybe I could even I can't ride that whole way, but maybe the last day, join you somewhere. What are you laughing about? I can't.
Because these guys are literally coming from the middle of Florida. And you're like, hey, maybe I'll join for the last 600 feet. Just to get the credit, but do nothing. You know what I mean?
Well, it brings light to their organization.
Before we do that, we got to check with your urologist, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
I'm all good now.
He's gonna need to go to his cardiologist too.
I'm all good.
It's 26.2 miles. You're in for the last point, too.
Yes.
Do people join you along the way for part of the trip? I'm sure.
Like a Forrest Gump.
I was just going to say, Forrest Gump.
No, so what we do is we usually start off as a team. It's hard because what happens is just after day one, we all learn how we're riding and our riding style, and literally our team is spread throughout across America.
Right.
We have Texas firefighters riding with us. We have guys from Colorado Springs. We have guys from Massachusetts, all meet down in Florida. So really, I only see these guys once a year, just like it is a Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all are in the groove, and then you throw a new guy in there on day 3, and it's not fair to him, and it's not fair to the team.
Right.
It's hard to.
How about a new guy in day 20?
How
about day 20?
It's not fair for a guy, to do the last mile.
All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in.
Yes.
We're going to stay in touch, and we're going to do something with you.
Well, I heard you guys talk about spring training. That's right in our backyard, so it's coming up soon.
Yes, we'll be there next week.
Yeah.
I'm standing out here in shorts right now. It's 90 degrees out there.
Oh, very nice. Rubbing it, why don't you?
Nice.
Rubbing it. Hey, if we did a show by you next year there in Naples, do you have a following down there where you think we could draw some people?
I know we could. I know we could pack the house if you guys.
All right.
Naples on the other side.
But I'm saying we'll do another trip next
over there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So I'll talk to you. I want to talk to you about that other event that's coming up. Thank you so much for calling in, and you guys are awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you
guys. Appreciate it. And appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity to be able to talk about it. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
All right, Jeff. Take care. Nice.
That was amazing.
I just want to say that it's amazing that when people do something where they feel like they feel a part of something bigger than themselves. And I think that is something that in this country that we need to
need more of.
You're recognizing something that is just like I said, is just so much bigger than you. And so in a situation like this, where you're honoring people that fell and all that kind of stuff, that passed away, it's such a beautiful, humane, human thing to do.
You can't replace the feeling you get by doing stuff like that. Just like when we go, would you stop?
I'm just saying, you don't sit all the way back.
All right,
it looks like you're lounging in your living room.
I'm so glad, I brought my family.
I was trying to do it subtly, and you have to say something.
Because you hit my leg, like sit up. I'm comfortable.
Yeah, but this is not how you. You don't go like, hey, give me the pizza. Hey, you don't do that.
Yes, you do.
No.
That's who we are. I'm looking at the big camera. That's who we are.
This is why I'm here.
What do you got? Anybody say anything interesting?
Pat Marone said, John, you can't use a Peloton bike.
See, that's the kind of stuff.
Try not to laugh. You're talking about serious
excellent.
stuff. I can't look at this when we're talking about
Patty
serious
with a
stuff.
punchline.
I don't want to laugh at the wrong
Finish
time.
what you were saying about that.
Disrespectful.
Finish what you were saying about
I was saying, when we do the shows at the veterans hospitals and you talk to these guys.
Yeah, amazing.
It's the feeling that you get when you leave there is like, you made at least an hour of their day.
Right.
Took their minds off things. The guys are asking us questions. They're laughing. They're heckling. Yeah, some of them are sleeping a little bit. But
that's the thing.
It's an honor.
I think people need to do more of that. And it's not just volunteering, which is all wonderful, but sometimes it could just be helping somebody.
Yes.
Sometimes it could just be lending in. Sometimes it could just be, a friend that's struggling, texting and reaching out, how what's going on. Not saying that I'm by any means perfect. I'm just saying that's the thing we should all be doing.
I get you. Last week I was teaching, I said in Jersey City.
Thanks for getting me.
For what?
Thanks for getting me. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Last week I was teaching in Jersey City, and I'm coming back from Jersey City on Canal Street. I went through Manhattan.
Yep.
Okay. As I approach the light, red light, there's a car in front of me. The light changes. The car goes whoop and goes around the lady that is having seizures in the right-hand lane on Canal Street.
Okay.
He goes around her and pulls away. All right. So I pull my car.
Are we allowed to curse?
No. So I go.
What a dickhead! I mean,
I pulled my car and I blocked the street like the fire truck I would, right? Have the flashes
Smart.
going.
Yeah.
Few people are coming out. A few people coming out. I immediately called 911. Tell them there's a lady seizure. Blah blah blah. So now the cops come and what we have to watch as responders. We get tunnel visioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're now in the right-hand lane. So I got out. I said, "You guys, retired FDNY. I'm blocking traffic for you guys. I don't want you to get by car." Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. But how many people walk past that woman?
I know, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That guy's
not even
drives around.
Not even if you don't know medical training. Let's say you don't know medical training.
Right.
Stand there. 911, and just the fact that you're there. If this woman can hear you, hey, it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean,
you know what it is? People don't want to. You know what?
They don't want to take time out of their lives.
They get afraid.
No, that's what it is. No, it's
but
not
you don't know
afraid.
If it's a scam
a majority
or
of a majority of people just can't be bothered, and that's what's horrible. We need to be a little more, considerate.
And that being said, we're expecting another caller right now, but that's the thing. I have a little bit of a peeve with getting on the planes and the emergency exits, and is that
you want me
when
to
you on your ticket,
transition
there should be an indication that you were in the military or emergency responder. Because if that plane's going down, landing, say whatever, there's going to be an evacuation. Do you want somebody sitting by that seat that's never been in a stressful situation?
Right.
And when they get on there, can you handle it? They ask you. They
Right.
say yes. Everybody's going to say yes because they got more leg room.
All you got to do, if you're in the emergency row, first of all, you don't initiate an evacuation until you're ordered to by the crew, right? If the crew is incapacitated or dead, then you can initiate the evacuation. You just take that window, the instructions are right there, and don't put the window
They never say that.
No, don't take the window inside the airplane. You throw the window outside the
Yeah,
airplane.
I think some of them, though, you have to pull inside.
No, you pull it in and then you throw it out.
But what I'm saying...
You know why you throw it out?
Get it out of the way.
They don't need that window anymore.
Right. But what I'm saying, John, is the people that are supposedly doing this, some of them
I'm in the exit row going to spring training.
That's fine. That's fine. You can handle it. Some of them
and then you get out and you say, "Follow me."
Yeah,
I've been in 3 accidents.
I'm not following you anywhere.
No, in
the plane.
And you get away from the plane.
I still.
So tell us, do you have anything else on emergency exits?
But when you go out the emergency exit, you have to understand.
I know, but what kind of transition was this?
It's a Larocchia transition.
We're having such a
laughter saves
and he's just like, so about emergency exits.
Like, you transition there. People help. Boom.
Where when you go out the window, where
was that a good transition?
Yeah, it was fine.
Can we finish the thing?
Yeah.
When you're on the window, when you go out the window, you're on the wing.
Is it window or window?
Window. You got to go down the slide. There's an emergency slide that goes backwards.
Yes.
You got to go down that slide.
Backwards?
Well, where do you think it goes? It's got to go past the wing. So you're facing aft when you go down that slide. The slide is like on an angle.
It's like a little...
Where is it going to slide down? It's got to slide down off the wing. You got to go down off the wing on the trailing edge side of the wing.
Hold on.
Okay.
What's the back of the
thing
aircraft?
comes out and you slide down the slide straight.
That's if you go out and exit where there's no window.
Well, you're going to be on
That's
the
a
plane in
door
a few
exit.
days. He's going to be the first one
Hello?
crying.
Okay.
He's going to go.
I'm not saying
I'm
not
gonna
it's
make
a bad
point.
thing.
Oh, police car!
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Here's the plane.
Makes noises.
This is the wing.
Yeah.
If you go out a door exit,
this is a great model.
If you go out a door exit, if you go out the wing, you got to go on the wing and then slide that way.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
How are you going to slide? Do you think the thing goes all the way over the wing?
All right,
that
Sully.
wing is
all right, Sully.
100-foot wingspan.
No, I was talking about the other door.
Right, we're talking about emergency row exits. The doors, you go out the slide.
Please check out actualhorse.com when you get a chance.
And you know what you got to do? Read that card that's on the seat back and listen to the flight attendants. They will tell you, and nobody pays attention. Obviously, you don't.
There's a
fly all the
group on
time.
Facebook called Actual Horse Comedy.
What did I
would love it if you joined and followed and
we talked about Actual Horse already.
Yeah, but this is baloney.
You talk about, you know how to do the oxygen thing if the thing comes down out of the thing? Okay.
Yes, don't put it on the kid first.
Put it on yourself.
Put it on yourself.
Because an unconscious adult is useless to the kid.
Right.
And
that's the same concept as a firefighter.
Let's talk about brisket.
Saving a firefighter.
Brisket on there.
Do you want to get to the brisket? You really want?
No, I don't want to.
Do you like brisket?
I want to go home now.
I didn't bring my airplane model.
Do you like brisket?
Brisket? I don't like brisket.
What? You don't like brisket?
No.
Well, you wouldn't like his brisket, but brisket.
You know my
What are
wife
you trying to
gave
say?
me?
I made a. I'm not
My
even.
wife
He's
gave
just
me
doing this to piss me off.
some BS.
How did you?
Cauliflower rice. I thought it was
good.
normal.
So then that
rice.
means it's good.
It's good.
No, I didn't like it. What is this? It doesn't taste like
Should
rice.
try to blow
It's
by it.
cauliflower. Rice
Can't
is
we-
rice.
can't we
Cauliflower
just-
is
Healthier.
cauliflower.
Healthier.
Can't we just
But
pop
don't-
one of those vegetable pills and be over with it? Hey, I just want to eat my fucking
Oh,
pizza.
but
Hey.
don't tell me something
Give me-
isn't what it is.
Give me one of those.
Don't tell me it's rice if it's cauliflower.
Honey, give me one of those vegetable pills.
and bring the rice and the brisket.
How do you?
I'm
no,
having
in all,
Chinese food and she makes
you go,
cauliflower.
Chinese.
In all seriousness, though.
Yes.
You like my brisket. You raved about it. I smoked it forever.
All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, there's different ways to make brisket. But when
there's
I went,
not. If you look
I
at
went
barbecue
to San
brisket-
Diego, La Jolla, and we
I
went
worked
to a
on this
bar.
for hours about the emergency room.
You did it.
It was great.
It was great.
It was a great
It
segment.
was very good.
Now take a nap. Go.
The brisket in this place was moist. It had a little gravy
So-
on it. It was hot.
No, you don't
Yours, you let it sit out.
I didn't let it sit out. It was we were making it for a holiday. There were 20 people coming over, and it had to warm in the oven. But I got up at 5:30 in the morning to smoke the brisket because somebody said, "Oh, a ham wouldn't be enough. You should make a brisket." Who was that?
I enjoyed your brisket.
Okay,
But-
so anybody will tell you
You got 20 more seconds on brisket.
barbecued brisket, smoked brisket,
Should be delicious.
should not have gravy on it.
Should have some kind of moistness.
No, smoked.
Is anybody
brisket
saying anything
doesn't-
about brisket and moistness?
Nothing.
You could possibly dip it in a barbecue sauce if you like, if that's your. But a good smoked brisket should need nothing. And there's
this
no
man-
gravy.
This man drove on bicycles for 22 days.
Yes, he's amazing.
And
he's
probably had a good brisket meal once or twice.
No,
I bet you where did they
you know what?
sleep?
I gave my brisket out at work. People liked it.
You had to give it away.
No, I didn't have to get. I know you're just joking around. I know you just
Please,
joke around,
I
but
enjoy your
it
brisket.
upsets me.
I'm going to go brisket to the diner right now.
No,
I'm
we're
going
not.
to the diner.
I'm not
Do you want to finish anything you were saying about the emergency exits?
Not now.
The first few minutes
Actualhorse.com.
were Very interesting.
Check every week.
Oh, this is Tom.
New releases.
Listen.
Follow
look at
us
me.
on Instagram
What?
at Actual Horse Comedy.
Seriously.
This I really like.
Seriously.
I want to give a shout out to the
Yes.
creative team at CTN.
You're sitting next to him
You
on the
guys
plane.
are amazing.
We're going to spring training
I'm
next
very
week.
very
talented.
flight with y'all.
Let's look at our Floridas, Bobby. Let's look at our flyers for Florida. Oh, here's our Florida tour.
Jensen Beach.
We're going to be Thursday in Jensen Beach. That show is pretty much sold out, but if you really want to go,
We'll get you in.
charge you a few extra bucks. Friday on the 21st, we're in Port St. Lucie with the Mets.
Yes.
We're doing a show right in the hotel, the PGA Hilton Garden Inn. They're taking very good care of us. If you're going
Did you
to
confirm
Florida,
the hotel?
yes, if you're going to Florida, please stay at the Hilton Garden Inn. Ask for Francesca. They are taking really good care of the Laughter Saves Lives comics. And on Saturday, we're in Melbourne in a big theater.
Huge.
We are raising some money for Survive First and Blue Alert. Two wonderful charities.
And we got the Met game that afternoon.
And we're going to the Met game on Sunday.
I thought we were going to go Saturday.
No, we're going Sunday. Him and I are going Sunday. I don't want to go
Saturday's
Saturday.
a split squad.
Yeah, I don't want to
So
go Sunday. But I want to go to the beach.
No, it's not.
I want to go to the
Oh,
beach.
you want, I want to go to the Met game.
So those are our flies.
Well, I
we
only
have
need
one
one
more.
ticket for that game.
One more.
One more.
Friday, April 24th at the Freeport Yacht Club. Our first year doing this show for the Yacht Club. We've done shows there, but not for the Yacht Club.
Not for the yacht.
How old is that picture of Pat?
We got Maureen Langdon.
Oh, my
we
God.
We got Pat Marone's son.
Was that Pat's high school
no, that's
photo?
his son. That's Patty's 20-year-old son.
What about the Green Lawn show the next day?
And we don't get that flyer yet. We don't have the flyer.
Yeah, you did. I published it.
Nah, whatever. We'll get it up next
right.
time.
Good Lord.
We're on the Green Lawn.
April 25th, we're in Green Lawn Fire
We have a
Club.
young Patty Marone on that show. Patty Jr. That is.
So you're
It was
going
when
to
he
go to
did
the
a
beach that
show in high
Saturday?
school.
We're going to go to the beach.
All right, then good. I only need one ticket for the Met game.
You can go to the Met game if you
I
want.
might go to the Met
And if
game.
you want to go to the Met game, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see how we're
See
feeling.
how it goes.
We'll see how it
We
goes.
can still go to the beach early. So we're going
right.
going to Florida. We'll see you after Florida.
Yes.
We'll be back. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Jeff, for calling in.
That's the end of the show?
Ryan,
That's it.
thank you, Ryan, for calling in.
Thank you.
Actualhorse.com.
Actualhorse.com.
Check out
already.
the funny sketches.
Good night, everybody. We're going to the diner.
Good night.
We're going to the diner and have a
Going to
burger.
the diner.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, the circle the lips, play ball. Play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball. Take off the caps. Time for the song.